welcome back, and thank you for joining me. I'm just here with Jonathan tonight. Tim's on a night out with his housemate for his birthday. So let's look at the action that's going all over, and a couple of surprise attacks in Sweden that you wouldn't believe, which we'll get into. Here we look at Morocco. I'm gaining ground. I've got my rocket launcher out and about. I'm going to move him down a bit. You can get moving, or just move to that city. Spain took out one of my frigates, if you can believe it. So I'll just move this one down to the last Moroccan city. It's been great support though, the boats, and just a little bit of land to grab. I've got loads of units now, so if we have a look at what we've got, I've got 2 mechanised, 1 main battle tank, a motorised infantry there, and then a smaller stack coming up as well. And we'll march them on the last Moroccan city, and I'll definitely wipe out Spain because they I didn't even see it. I don't know how they managed to take out a frigate. They must have had a few troops, and loads of radar contacts there for when we get into Algeria. But let's look at Libya, because I've started an incursion into there as well. Again, I've got a rocket launcher, which is proving to be really cool. I'm going to do a little bit of land grabbing with a solo infantry, but equally I've realised they've got stuff all over the place. So they've got an airfield here, which I'm going to take out with the rocket launcher hopefully, and Tripoli. Okay, yep, so my ships here are going against Tripoli. They've just started an attack. I've got a corvette, a frigate and a destroyer, and then I'll move my big stack up to Tripoli. I guess I'll do that in a minute. We'll just continue talking through what we've done. Okay, we've taken this little island here, Valletta, so that should help the morale in Palermo. And I've got another troop, motorised troop, coming up here to take out Heraklion. I've got a corvette going to bomb it a little bit first to weaken it up, so that should help. Then I've got these 2 stacks of boats to follow the big stack down the coast. And my rocket launcher has just arrived with you in Antalya, in Turkey.
Yes. Yep.
So the reason I didn't take it straight to Ankara is that the land wasn't joined up in its shortest route up here. This bit of land is called Kefan. So just to the right of Istanbul, in between Istanbul and Ankara, you've got one province that's Turkish, and if I crossed that, I'd go to war with Turkey. Not that I'm against that, but I just wanted to get there and just see where you wanted me. So where do you want the rocket launcher?
Well, you can move it to Ankara now. There was just a rogue troop that was moving about, and he took that province, Kefgun.
Okay.
Yeah, I just realised I haven't actually got enough troops down here to take all of these cities, so I'm moving a couple more down, and then I'll take Adana, and then just get ready to move into Syria. Okay,
sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, that rocket launcher will give you some really nice cover then. In the meantime, well, I mean, we'll talk about what's happened in Sweden in a minute, but let's have a look here on the. Do you want to take us through what's happening with you, and then I'll finish off my bits.
You want to run through Sweden?
No, go through your bits, the Polish bits, and then we'll hit Sweden.
Oh, yeah, just been taking more of Turkey. He hasn't really been around. Built my first special forces, so I'm going to test out how the air assault works with that and move him to my front line. Yeah, and apart from that, I've just been kind of defending against Sweden. Haven't done much else today.
Okay, so you've been getting involved as well. Go on then, let's crack into it.
Yeah, I've been sending over 2 stacks of my strike fighters, and he's got a couple of subs there that he just kind of pumped up. But
do you know where the subs are?
Yeah, they're between Copenhagen and Malmo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the boats are ready to get into a bit of a skirmish with them. We
wow! Sorry, John. I've just seen their attack. It's 10 attack against boats.
Yeah, it's a good one. And I can't attack that with my planes. You can with naval patrol, but Tim's aware of all of that.
And it's got a longer attack range. So the sub's attack range is 75, but the ship's attack range is 50. So they could hit and run, and keep hitting and running.
The destroyer's attack range is 75. The frigates is. Yeah, you're right.
No, destroyers are 50, yeah, so it's the line of sight at 75. So that's
right.
an interesting... Yeah, for both. Radar range on the frigates is 100, destroyer radar range is 75. So, cool, that'll be an interesting battle. And Sweden are hitting back, aren't they?
Yeah, so you can see what remains of his 2 stacks, which he sent past Orabo and took Gothenburg and all of this lands around here. There was about 8 troops in the first stack, and that actually moved in and took out my anti-air and my radar, which was kind of nestled in northeast of Gothenburg. And now there's only 2 units left, and they're definitely going to bite the dust. And he's also trying to take back Oslo with some of his troops up north. And he had a few armoured fighting vehicles, which really did give him a lot more attack power. But these troops are going to die, and then we'll just need to regroup and take back all of Sweden. And we reckoned that he moved all of his troops to attack us, and it looks like he has. So we've moved in, and Tim's about to take Stockholm.
Yeah, and it looks so he's got a big stack going against Oslo, but it looks like Tim, the UK has enough defence. You get a bonus on defending, so their defence rating against troops is 6.3, and the Swedish attacking troops is 5. So he might just be all right there. They're just about to take out the armoured fighting vehicle there, which is going to be killing the troops. So yeah, hopefully he's got the upper hand in Oslo, and Malmo. It looks like it's pretty evenly matched. So Sweden's got 2 motorised infantry against Tim's 2 motorised infantry. They're on a similar level. Tim may just have that. Other subs can't attack troops, so they're safe from that. So you're going in with your big stack of planes and your fixed wing officer, and you're attacking Sweden, so you'll probably win against those, won't you? Do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely.
In Malmo.
He's got little air defence. I've already attacked them about 10 times with my stack with the officer, and the planes have taken like 16 damage, and then that'll heal up in a matter of a day back at the hospital. Yeah,
because you've got a crazy level hospital. Level 5. Very nice. And then Stockholm, do you know what's happening there?
Stockholm, yeah, so he's left that undefended, so Tim's moving in troops to just take his capital, and then it'll just be a case of cleaning up the rest of the cities, because I think that was the last push from Sweden, and it did come as a surprise, but now Tim should be clear to take most of Sweden and Norway, because Norway's not even active.
Cool. He's pushing 2 stacks of 3 advanced motorised infantries, and he's got his big stack of boats with a naval officer with support, so some crack units there. And Sweden will suffer losing their capital. There'll be a general morale penalty in all their cities. So, cool, that's an interesting battle. That's probably one of the more interesting battles we've had. We know Sweden's been pretty active, so proving to be a difficult one there for Tim.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to do a couple of moves then. I don't normally get the chance. So actually, let me just show you what else is around Libya. So they've got like all these things dotted about. So the local industry there, local industry there. They've got all these like so they've got a combat outpost there, and they've got an airfield there. They've got airfields and combat posts dotted around, which is very interesting. And I wonder if that's where they've got troops. There's an airfield and a combat post on that tile in the sort of southwest. So I'll have to be careful they don't have troops to the south of me, because I'm just going to be concentrating on their coast. But I do need to watch my back, the south. I'm going to move my big stack out to Tripoli. I'm going to leave behind... Yeah, I'm going to leave behind the combat recon vehicle, and bring the infantry back. So I'll go move everyone on to Tripoli. I might just put this infantry. Actually, I've got spare infantry, just still bringing in reinforcements into there. So there'll be a combat recon and an infantry, which is a fairly solid defence, I think, one of each. And then I've got a spare mechanised that will move up to the front line, and started bombing Tripoli with my ships, and I'll use this stack of ships to attack them as well. It's more difficult for you to follow what I'm doing, Jonathan, because you can't see my screen, but you'll see I've made a few moves in and around Tripoli, and I've got some dancing going on there with my troops. I don't know what you want to do with... Oh, yeah, you're already moving your anti-air up.
The one in Palermo, do you still want it there, or do you want it...
I don't know, you know, I'm not sure what's going to be done in Palermo. Where do you think it would be better off?
I think it's fine to move it to Tunis. He's not really going to be worried about taking back Palermo now when you're attacking his cities.
Yeah, go for it then. You move that on, and I'll just see about this big stack over here. So I'm just looking at Morocco. Morocco, they've put up a little bit of a fight, you know, and Spain. I've lost some troops, but not too much. This motorised infantry is just back from doing a bit of land grabbing. So, or have I just added there? Yeah, I actually lost a mechanised infantry land grabbing down here. So there's still some troops about from Morocco. So we'll see. I'll move this big stack on. I'll split and leave the infantry. That's my tactic. I'm leaving the motorised infantry in the cities that I capture. I'll go on land, even though it takes a bit longer. Okay, we'll let him move and then move him on. And then bring the rocket launcher down as well. And I've got a good level of defence in Fez, so we've got one mechanised, one main battle tank, and look at all these contacts. So I'm going to bring my rocket launcher up and probably park him around here, and then just start gunning away once we're finished down here.
Some easy kills there.
What's that?
You will get some easy kills just at range.
Oh yeah, oh god, I'm dead happy with my rocket launchers. They're so cool. I've been so I was using my rocket launcher against Nalut, the first incursion into Libya, and now it's just attacked, there we go, the airfield, and it's done 2 damage. So we'll just leave that chipping away at the airfield, I think. Don't know if there's anything there, but I've got this infantry going along to check it out. So we'll see. And then various bits of troop movement, just mainly to the front line, but do you know what? I put... in Tunis and Tangier, I built airfields, and it's totally paid off. I was able to really get my troops in very quickly. Pretty short on components and supplies, but what I've been doing, I'll tell you, I've been building local industries on the supplies that I need. And actually, wow, look at this. So just to the left of Bern, in between Bern and Nevers, I've got like a supplies piece of land where I've built a local industry on, and it was something like 191, and now it's producing 383, so that's really nice. And I'm just picking out, there's another local industry there, and just boosting my supplies and components wherever I can. Oh, there's components one there. I'll build a local industry on that one, and just building infrastructure really at the moment wherever I can. Local industry, not enough supplies and components, but it pays off in the long term, doesn't it? Doing the local industries, and also the what are they called again? Arms industry, the arms industry level ups.
Yeah, just the arms industries. I just tend to focus on those. But if you've got enough resources to make troops and build arms industries, then it's a great idea to level them up. It's just what I'm doing now.
Yeah, it's getting a bit tricky. I've got to decide. Like I totally ran out of supplies and had load of components, so I started building like an aeroplane and a tank. So here we go. There's a main battle tank, third of the way through, and strike fighter as well. So you can still build stuff, but it can be a bit of a struggle sometimes if you start to run out of resources. There's a mechanized infantry being built in Calais, and then just about to build an arms industry level 4 in Bordeaux. That'll give me more components, so just sort of chipping away at it. But I've got some really nice sized armies and some really good support now, with full stack of strike fighters, so 4 strike fighters and an air superiority to keep them safe, and then the rocket launchers and the ships just backing up the front line really. There we go. So just on the final attack to Morocco, and then we'll go and get Spain. And I'm just having a look at my rare materials. Yeah, I've got plenty. I've got 2,700. I think part of the reason I've got plenty is that I don't have enough of the other resources to get the research going as quick as I'd like. But I am actually researching basic marines, so I'll be able to. And it's 91% of the way there. 2 hours to go. And improved rocket range, so instead of 75 it'll be 85 for the rocket launchers, which is going to be really nice. And yeah, just trying to save up enough resources to keep building stuff. So I'd like another rocket launcher, and then load more mechanized troops, because they're just getting leveled up and leveled up. And I'll just see when I can next level up the mechanized troops. Day 20 and we're on day 17, so plenty of time to save up for that, and I want to hit that as soon as it comes in. And that's going to give me, let's have a look, cool, 10 defense against tanks. They're just getting better and better. I guess their costs will increase. It'll be interesting hitting Serbia, won't it? Syria, sorry, when you get there.
Yeah, I'm moving in a bunch of troops, just trying out the air assault with my special forces.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll just send a bunch of troops at him. And who knows, you may have taken most of Libya by the time I've started moving into Israel as well. So we'll be meeting up in the Middle East.
Yeah, and it's a huge land grab. There's a lot of distance in between some of these areas. But I've got quite a few units there on the front line. I'll take the coastal areas first, then maybe sweep down. I'll have to see how it goes, and there's a lot of cities to park troops on as well, so it's going to be quite tough, and that's why I need the reinforcements really. And I can see why you guys have stuck with the basic motorised infantry, because they're a lot cheaper and you can bash them out a bit quicker.
And then you do tend to upgrade them. And they become quite powerful later on. One of the last upgrades allows them to attack at range as well with mortars.
Oh,
and that's really good.
Wow! Oh, I didn't know that. Let's have a look. Motorized.
For the modern.
Oh,
infantry,
right.
so it's only an attack range of 20, but it means they can just beat all other infantry at close range.
Very nice. Yeah, you can just like park them outside cities and still attack, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. So I just like to just get a ton of motorized. Oh, and I've just killed Sweden in Malmö with my planes, so redirect those to take down the stack in Oslo too.
Oh, great! So they're gone, and yeah, just the submarines to worry about. But they're getting chipped away at. They're 18.7 out of 30. And they're not moving anywhere, which is surprising. So he may be having his tea or something.
Yeah, he's going to come back with all of his troops.
I see. Tim's adding to the stack. He's moving in some more frigates to make it a big stack. So yeah, he'll probably take out those subs and take Stockholm. So a bit of a surprise attack. They were pretty big stacks. So I dropped in on them earlier in the day, and it looks like, he had 6 or 7 in each stack, didn't he?
Oh yeah, like there was at least 8 in one stack. A couple of armored fighting vehicles and a lot of motorized mainly.
Yeah, I hadn't seen the fighting vehicle before, so let's see. Oh, it was an armoured fighting vehicle, and this is the stat, the base level stat. So 7 against troops and 5 against tanks, 1 against aircraft and helicopters, so pretty strong. Cost quite a lot to build, so I don't know how well leveled up that was. I mean, if we look at how much he could have leveled it up to today, it would have had an attack rating of 9 against troops. I don't think he did. In fact, has he got...
also allowed you to make the amphibious combat vehicle, so you can combine that with some naval infantry to just enter the province like anywhere from the sea.
Wow, that's nice. Oh, I'm just looking at... He's got one left, just about. He's got 2.6 hit points left out of 27, and he hasn't leveled it up at all. It's attack rating of 7 against troops and 5 against tanks. Still 7 against troops is good, and it gives you know, armoured support to the stack. So yeah, he's suffering there, hasn't he? He's got some really advanced motorised troops though, just same as you guys. Probably what's he done with his subs? His subs are quite highly levelled up. Cool. Look at that, 10 against boats.
He's really gone in and focused on his subs. I think he's got quite a few high-level naval bases, but he hasn't really built much else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he did manage to upgrade his motorised to the max, so who knows what else he's got in store for you. But it looks like he might have attacked with his you know, everything he had, the 2 big stacks, and he's totally failed, I think. We'll see how that goes.
Hopefully you won't have enough time to react.
And have a look at the coalition. So I've still got 4 players: Serbia, Syria, Myanmar, Turkey. Myanmar. There it is. Yeah, Myanmar look like they're making ground against China, actually. They're the green. They're quite far away from the action. And we're taking down this big alliance. I don't know how Brazil are getting on, you know. I can't think if they've made progress. It looks like they have in the Colombian area. So they're just sort of narrowing that down. They must be completely over exerting themselves against all these different countries at once, because it looked like they just went against... Oh! They've gone into Mexico.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's a big move. Whoa. That's insane. He's fighting on a lot of different fronts there. I think we may have huge problems with Brazil, but it's good that he's going into North America first and not over the pond into Africa. But I wonder if he'd open up another front there. We're going to have to see, and we may not have to wait very long.
I think he'll probably look to take all of North America first, and he's a solo player, so he only needs 1,800 points to win. But he will need to invade another continent to reach those points.
He will. So Brazil are currently in 2nd place, France in 1st, which is me. Philippines 3rd, UK 4th. Oh no, Poland 1st. I hadn't scrolled up. So you're 1st, I'm 2nd, Brazil 3rd. So he'll be aware of us.
Yeah, of course.
And victory points, 425 he's got. He needs 1,800, you say?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just a lot more cities. Like, even if he takes the rest of the US, Canada, Cuba, it's not going to be enough for him.
How many do we need to win? Is it the 4,255?
Yeah, yeah, and that's the number for 3 players. I can't remember how many points it was for 2, but yeah, we'll need to take a good portion of Africa and the Middle East. You may not have to worry about.
Yeah, we may not need to worry about Brazil. I think your mic might have gone off, Jonathan. So while you're sorting that out, are these guys spreading? Yeah, it looks like Angola are slowly pushing north, so they're growing bigger and bigger in Africa, so I'll come up against them at some point.
I just cut out.
Yeah. No, I figured as much. Let's do a resources per hour sound off. So supplies, 246 per hour.
343.
343?
Yeah.
How on earth do you have so many?
Let's have a look. I've just got a lot of cities.
Right.
And I started with 2 supply cities. That's really it.
What's your production per day?
Production per day is 10,500.
Wow. Oh my god. Components, 258 an hour.
273.
Okay. Fuel, 134.
Only 114.
Electronics, 200.
160.
Rare materials, 118.
113.
Cool. 13, oh, okay. Manpower, 227.
267.
Money, $1,537 an hour.
$1,736 an hour.
Cool, you've got some serious cash coming in. And supplies. I'm well gel of your supplies. Need more supplies.
Yeah, I need them as well.
I put some offers in at the shop. People keep going above me. I don't know if that's you or Tim or just some other players. But fair game.
Not me.
I put some.
What offers to buy? You can sort those out later.
Yeah, we could maybe do some trades later if we can work it out. So have you got excess supplies, or are you using them as fast as you're making them?
No, I have actually got excess supplies at the minute. Yeah.
Well,
I'm doing all right in general. Although I have got a couple of new things to research in a few hours.
Yeah.
And that will use up a lot of supplies.
Yeah. The research uses up tons of supplies, so you know, keep hold of them. Okay, well, but I think by tomorrow I'll be moving into Algeria, and I'll probably be halfway through Libya, I'd say. You'll probably have wrapped up Turkey, but there is quite a lot of land to take. It's taking a bit longer than we think sometimes, so we're getting on the cusp of making major incursions into the Middle East and Africa. And Tim, my God, held on well in Sweden, and we'll see if there's more yet to come, but with both of you attacking, you're doing well. What's this? So, oh, Russia have just entered the picture. Have you seen they've got an air superiority fighter over St. Petersburg.
Oh yeah, oh shoot it down. There you go.
You're going for it?
Yeah, I've been building air superiority after the big fight with Serbia.
There we go.
I thought he was AFK. Like, I don't understand what he's doing. Like, if there is actually a player, then that's interesting, because I'm right up on this border in the east now. I just need to finish off some of the remnants of Ukraine.
Yeah, and Tim's literally declaring war on him. He's just going to probably shell him, is he, with his artillery, and then try and take him with the motorised. That's going to be a bee in Russia's bonnet. So hopefully that's not going to backfire. And hopefully Russia's not got a massive army.
Hopefully not. There's some easy cities to take on the east if he hasn't.
Has Kazakhstan gone into Russia? Oh, looks like... Or is that just their existing land?
This is all Mongolia.
Mongolia's taken Kazakhstan, but to the left of Kazakhstan there's a couple of cities in green. Aktobe and Atreyu.
Yeah, these are his homeland cities. Homeland provinces.
Oh yeah, it says there.
So Kazakhstan hasn't really done much. They've just got kind of munched by Mongolia.
Yeah, Mongolia will soon take them out.
Maybe they'll be the next challenger. 19 cities. Yeah,
They've got
Could
a lot
be.
going on.
Yeah, and they'll have all their troops like pushing west. They've still got to get through Iran and a bit of Russia. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they'll avoid
Doing
Russia.
well. Maybe.
Okay, we're getting there. That's all from me. Any last thoughts from you, Jonathan?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from him.
See you later.
Over and out.